வணக்கம் எல்லோருக்கும். Friends, when I see you all, about 6,000 girls, I would like to, I turn to the side of your principal, Dr. Davamani Ammal. How she should be a great lady to manage all the 6,000. So, my greetings to all of you. I would like to greet Dr. A.M. Swaminathan, Chairperson, and through Shanmugam, Financial Trustee, Muralidharan, Dr. Professor S.P. Tyagarajan, Professor Dr. Karunanidhi, and Dr. Davamani Ammal, and all the teachers, students, and distinguished guests. நான் கொஞ்ச நேரம் தமிழ்ல பேச போறேன். ஓகே ஓகேயா ஓகேயா இங்கு திரளாக கூடியிருக்கும் எத்திராஜி மகளிர் கல்லூரி மாணவிகள் அனைவருக்கும் என்னுடைய அன்பான வணக்கம். எத்திராஜ் மகளிர் கல்லூரி முதல்வர், மேனேஜிங் கமிட்டி உறுப்பினர்கள், சிறப்பு அழைப்பாளர்கள், உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் என்னுடைய வாழ்த்துக்கள். I am happy that the college has grown during the last 6 decades. From few students in the beginning to now 6,000 students now pursuing arts, humanities, commerce, science courses up to PhD level. I congratulate the pioneers, both present and past, who have built a robust educational culture in this college for the empowerment of human students. I am very happy to interact with you, friends. Nice questions you asked, and to interact with you, friends, in this beautiful atmosphere. And I have selected a topic: Vision ignites the young mind. The topic is Vision ignites the young minds. Now, what can be the criteria for achievement of every one of you? Because when you go out of the college, from the campus, very protected campus, what is the type of achievements you should work for? Friends, before I discuss with you, let me know what type of career or social mission you are aiming for and you have set a goal for yourself. How many of you will go for teaching and research? How many? Lift your hand. How many? Teaching and research. Oh, large number. Very good. Very good. How many of you will go for financial management and chartered accountancy? Diplomacy. How many of you will go? Diplomacy. IAS, IPS, some IPS probably. Entering into a good diplomacy. Entrepreneurship. How many of you want to go? Entrepreneurship. That's a fantastic area. That means instead of seeking the employment, you are generating the employment. I am very glad at least 100 hands are lifted up. Now, how many of you want to become astronaut? To walk in the moon, walk in Mars? Astronaut. I will meet all of you there. Okay? By 2030 I will meet you, when I was 100 years fellow. Okay? Now, you have dream now. You want to achieve. How does achievement come? There are 4 proven steps. First one, having a aim in life before 20 years of age. Fortunately, many of you have got a aim in life. Second one, you should continuously acquire the knowledge. Acquiring the knowledge, it can be through books, great books, and great human beings, great teachers, and even great internet. And third one, hard work towards the aim. Fourth one, perseverance, defeat the problem and succeed. What are the four criteria to achieve in life? Number 1, aim in life. Number 2, acquiring the knowledge. You have to hear me. You have to interact continuously with me. I will not leave you. Okay? Continuously acquire the knowledge. Aim in life, acquire. Third one, very good, hard work. Fourth one, perseverance. That means when you are advancing in life, some problem will come. You should not get defeated with the problem. You should become the captain of the problem, defeat the problem and succeed. So these are the four great qualities. Now, last night, I was asking myself, what unique thing I can say to this Yatiraj College of girls, women. So I went through a 13th century, a Persian Sufi poet, Jalaluddin Rumi. Normally he is called Rumi. 13th century, what he says exactly is written for you. Okay? I will read. It's a poem. You were born with potential. You were born with potential. You were born with goodness and trust. You were born with goodness and trust. You were born with ideas and dreams. You were born with ideas and dreams. You were born with greatness. You are born with wings. You are born with wings. You are not meant for crawling. You are not meant for crawling. You don't. You don't. You have wings. Learn to use them to fly. Learn to use them. Fly. Now this is 13th century Persian Sufi poet. Now my assessment, my message to you young friends is that education gives you, education like Yatiraj College will give you, education gives you wings to fly. Achievement comes out of fire in our subconscious mind. Achievement comes out of fire in our subconscious mind that I will win. That is, you have decided to win. So each one of you girls, you are assembled here and elsewhere will have wings of fire. Wings is knowledge, fire, subconscious mind, I will win. So the wings of fire will indeed lead to knowledge, which will make you excel in your profession. Understood? Friends, knowledge makes you great. When you know the importance of knowledge, when you leave your schools and go and colleges, good friend is accompanying you, that is knowledge. Who is that friend? That friend is knowledge. Now, I am going to give you what's called knowledge equation. Knowledge. Now you are going, next 10 minutes you are going to be with me. Understood? Okay. You have taken food, morning lunch you have taken, morning breakfast you have taken. No. Yeah. So you can be with me for 10 minutes? Yes, or tired? No, okay. Knowledge equal to, repeat with me, knowledge is equal to creativity plus righteousness in the heart plus courage. These are the three things, knowledge equation. Okay? Now, what is creativity? What is creativity? Now you have to repeat with me. Learning gives creativity. Creativity leads to thinking. Thinking provides knowledge. Knowledge makes you. Eh? Whoever said great, 100 marks, okay? Okay, whoever said great, 100 marks. So you repeat with me, knowledge makes you great, Mahan, great. Okay? Now what is the second component in the equation, knowledge equation? Very good, you are hearing me properly, okay? Righteousness in the heart. Now this is for all, including first row, second row. Okay? First row, second row. And dice also. Okay? So will you repeat with me? Children, will you repeat with me? Where there is righteousness in the heart, there is beauty in the character. When there is beauty in the character, there is Harmony in the home. Harmony in the home. When there is harmony in the home, there is order in the nation. When there is order in the nation, there is peace in the world. You know friends, friends, if you have one thing, only one thing, if the last row you are hearing me, last row fellows, yes, very good. One thing remember, if you have one characteristics in life, beauty in the character is possible, harmony in the home is possible, and order in the nation possible, and peace in the world is possible. Everything possible if you have one characteristic in life. What is that? Very good. Righteous in the heart. Now, you have to answer me. Who can give you the righteous in the heart? Who can give you the righteous in the heart? Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Nearly correct, not fully correct. Yes. Yes, this side. This side. But now I let out secret. There are 3 people can give you. 3 people. What is the third one? Only all of you got only $50. Okay, not $100. Okay. Parents right. But father, mother in a spiritual environment. Father, mother, spiritual environment. Third one, primary school teacher. So friends, when you are going out of this one, you are carrying the very important characteristics from home, from the school, you get the righteous in the heart. What is the third component in the equation? Very good, courage. 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 You are all tired. Courage to think different. Courage to invent. Courage to travel into an unexplored path. Courage to discover the impossible. Courage to combat the problems and succeed are the unique qualities of youth of our nation. As a youth of my nation, I will work with courage to achieve success in all the missions. Okay. Okay. Now you know what is courage, knowledge. Okay. Now you know the knowledge equation equal to creativity plus righteous in the heart plus. Very good. Now the question is, where from you will acquire the knowledge? Home, good books, and I have already told you how knowledge, home, good books, teacher, teaching environment, coming into contact with good human being, teaching websites and internet. When the school teach the student to use the knowledge with creativity, righteousness and courage, nation will have the large number of empowered and enlightened citizens, which is vital for the growth of the nation, growth of the individual as well as growth of nation. Dear friends, when I am with you, I am reminded of a great teacher. A great teacher you will have. In Ethiraj College also you will have a great teacher, isn't it? Always you will locate one great teacher. I am going to my college when I was studying long ago, 1950 to 54. You were not even idea form in those days, 1950-54. And at that time I had a great teacher, Dodadri Iyengar. He is a professor of mathematics. You like mathematics? How many of you like mathematics? Oh, good girls, great girls. Okay. Now I am going to tell you about my teacher. As a young science student, I had an opportunity at St. Joseph's College, Trichinopoli, witness a unique scene of a divine-looking personality walking through the college campus every morning and teaching mathematics to various degree courses. students looked at the personality who was a symbol of our own culture, Indian culture, with awe and respect. When he walked, knowledge radiated all around. When he walked, knowledge radiated all around. The great personality was Professor Dotadri Iyengar, our teacher. Professor Dotadri Iyengar, with the deep respect we for having for young people, particularly people who opted for mathematics, he had a great respect. And I was his student and in his class. I had the opportunity to attend the classes, particularly on modern algebra, statistics, and complex variables he used to teach. Fantastic teacher. And then he started a club, Astronomical and Mathematics Club. Very famous. Every month he will give a talk. And every month one lecture, special lecture on astronomy and mathematics. Professor Dotadri Iyengar explained, based on his analysis, that Aryabhatta was both an astronomer and mathematician born in 476 AD is Kusmapura, now called Patna. He was known to represent a summary of all maths. At that point of time, just when he was only 23 years old, Aryabhatta, when he was 23 years old, he wrote a book, Aryabhatyam, in 2 parts. He covered important areas like arithmetic, algebra, first ever contributor, trigonometry, and of course astronomy. He gave formula for the areas of triangle. He found out the earth rotates one axis. He found out the earth orbits around the sun. He gave the value for phi also. So unique teacher. And like that, Brahmagupta he taught me. And then Srinivasa Ramanujan, he gave one day full lecture on Srinivasa Ramanujan. He lived just for about 33 years. Srinivasa Ramanujan, he had no practical formal education or means of living. When he went to intermediate, he failed in except mathematics every subject, so his scholarship was stopped. In fact, for him, mathematics is indeed a lifeline. His works cover, Ramanujan's work cover vast areas of including prime numbers, hypergeometric series, modular function, elliptic function, Mach theta function, and many things. And I am sure there may be many such great teachers in Yatiraj College for Women. Friends, now I would like to talk about 2 great personalities. I want to give these 2 personalities so that of the 6,000 girls, students, at least few of you will turn out to be that 2 great personalities. Okay? So here carefully, one very well give till it hurts. First let me talk about Mother Teresa, who was an Albania Roman Catholic nun, founded the Missionaries of Charity, won the Nobel Prize in 1979 for her humanitarian work in India. For over 40 years, she ministered to the needs of the poor, sick, orphan, and dying of Calcutta. As her religious order grew, she expanded her ministry over many countries. And friends, she advocated for the poor and helpless. I would like to quote a paragraph from her speech when she received the Nobel Prize. She says, and so, Mother Teresa says, remember that what she said in Nobel Prize acceptance. Now so let us always meet each other with a smile. Let us always meet each other with a smile. For the smile is the beginning of love. And once we begin to love each other, naturally we want to do something. So you pray for our sisters, for me and for our brothers, for our co-workers that are around the world. What we have done, we should not have been able to do if you did not share with your prayers, with your gifts, this continual giving. But I don't want you to give me from your abundance. I want that you give me until it hurts. So this lady is a great lady of our country. You should remember, give, get the happiness. This is our message. Next one, a compassionate leadership. Some time back, I was reading a book called Everyday Greatness. Each one of you, dear student, you must read this book, Everyday Greatness. I would like to share one event from this book.